A lot of marriage recently have been experiencing friction and conflict that even lead to separation. When you look at those relationships, you wonder what made you think you could go together and do life together in marriage before getting married, and all of a sudden it disappeared in your marriage. It's most time identity crisis and identity conflict. Just two people that thought they were compatible before marriage, and now they're into the marriage and are like, no, 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 no. I'm not supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be doing this together. That is what I'll be sharing today on this fourth episode. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're joining for the first time, this is a truly single show where I share the real deal about you being whole while waiting to be married. This is for you if you're in talking stage, they just freshly break your heart. I'm here for you, I'm rooting for you. Or you are already making the decision to get married, you're courting, you're in a fruitful relationship. This is for you. Anything and everything that has to do with you making the right choice, that is what I am here to do for you on this show. I'm speaking as a married person and I want you to make a better decision. On this fourth episode, I'm going to be sharing with you how growing your identity and knowing who you are before you get married will help you to make a better marriage decision and even make you enjoy marriage better. I'm not saying that it will take off all of the issues that you may encounter when you get married. Not necessarily. They may still come. You may have some issues that you have to deal with your partner, which is the issue of just two people who have not been living together before, just understanding themselves, building understanding, and learning to work with each other. There are a lot of factors that make people get into marriage and feel unfit, as though they are not supposed to be in that marriage. And one of it that we've seen in recent time is that people of this age maybe make the marriage decision at a later age, and that's because some activities in their life, some milestones were achieved at later age. So we could find people just graduating, getting a degree in their 20s, early 30s, or even late 30s. And there are some people just building their career, they're just starting. So they're just trying to create a life for themselves at those age. And they feel like I need to do all of those things before I start the marriage. We are now having a generation that is doing it earlier based on some other factors also. They're graduating early, they're getting understanding of what they want to do in their life, their career earlier, and you could see a 25-year-old ready to get married, a 22-year-old, a 21-year-old ready to get married. Does it mean that this person has come to a full understanding of who they are? Maybe yes, maybe no. For people that have the blessing of parents that helped them in growing up and they found a way to know who they are, identify their purpose, and begin to work on them at the younger age, they stand a higher chance because by 22, 25, they already know what they want to do in life, who they are, and they can make a decision of who that person that they are matches with. But so we see a lot of people say that, oh, people are getting married later these days. And I think it's better for them because you get to know who you are, you get to know what you want, you get to know what you don't want, you get to know what you want to build, you will get to know who you need to build it with. So if this is you, as a single person, please work on understanding yourself, work on understanding who you are, work on understanding what you want to do for yourself, and start doing those things even in your single days. So instead of worrying about the fact that this person you want to spend your life with is not coming, it's not coming on time, it's not showing up, please also focus on building your identity. Focus on building who you are. Focus on building what you want for yourself so that when this person come, you're not trying to hide it. You're showing who you are, the way you are, and they're going to make the decision of whether to stay with you, whether to build with you, whether to live life with you, whether to want to live life with you in marriage or not. Take for example, if you identify yourself earlier in your life as a ambitious person and you know that, for example, as a lady, that your career is going to require you traveling all around the countries and all of that, and you barely have time in your single day to even live in the house that you paid for, or maybe you're still staying with your family and you are all traveling. If you do not understand the requirement of that your career before you get married, and you go and choose someone that needs a partner that will consistently be available physically with them in the house to do a lot of things and to just build together, that's going to cause a lot of friction. And that's what's happening in some marriages. They discovered themselves in a new and different dimension of who they have been before marriage, in the marriage. And your partner could fight back at that, like, no, this is not why I'm married, this is not. But of course, it's supposed to be that in our marriage we grow, because you have not attained all of you before you get married. In marriage, you're still going to grow, but you need to be sure of who you are. You need to know the potential and don't hide it. So if you're that lady in the example that I gave, you know you cannot be with a man that do not have basic survival skills, because that means that when you're parenting, if you get to that point that you want to parent, your husband has to be the physical or the available parent who covers up for you for when you have to travel, have to show up for your company or whatever you are doing. So imagine marrying someone that do not know how to do all of that, or is not willing, or is not ready, or is living in the mindset of the fact that, oh, you are going to come to to his house as a wife, and you're going to do all of the cleaning, you're going to do cooking, you're going to take care of the children, you're going to do all of that. But the requirement of the person you are is that you do not have the time to be physically available all the time like that. You're going to leverage on support, you're going to leverage on systems of you outsourcing things and having people do things on your behalf. So if you go and join yourself with a partner that do not understand this thing, it could cause a lot of friction. And that is what I'm trying to avoid for you. So sit down with yourself now and begin to identify who you truly are. If you have to create a PDF, if you have to write it out, I need you to do that exercise for yourself. Know who you are, identify who you are exactly, and ensure that when you are making the decision, even for talking stage, even for relationship, even before it gets to courtship, make sure that this person is the person that is compatible to this type that you are, to this person that you are and that you are becoming. Don't even make a decision for now only, make a decision for the future. I'll see you in the next episode.